Welcome to week 10 of the Energy Edge, the leverage ladder from doer to multiplier. This week's issue breaks down why most leaders get stuck doing 20-hour dollar work at $200 hour capability and the specific systems that scale or create genuine leverage without abandoning your team. But there is something perfect about publishing this just before Christmas, because the holiday pause is about to reveal exactly where you are on the leverage ladder. Let me explain this. See, between now and January 1st, most leaders will check out and rest. Good, isn't it? You should. But while you are resting, I want you to notice something. What happens to your business when you are not actually or actively working on it? Does revenue stop? Do decisions stop? Does your team wait for your return? If yes, you are on rung 1 or 2 of the leverage ladder. The holiday pause is the perfect diagnostic for where you actually are, not where you think you are. So here is your Christmas assignment. Take 5 completely offline days. No Slack, no email, no quick check-ins. Then come back and assess what broke. That reveals dependencies. What improved? That reveals unnecessary control. What didn't need you? That reveals existing leverage. Use the data to plan your 2026 leverage strategy. Now, about the leverage ladder, most leaders are stuck on rung 1 or 2. Multipliers operate from rung 4 or 5. Here is the ladder. The rung number 1 is about personal execution. You do the work, time investment 100%, multiplier effect 1 because you are 1. Ceiling is the hours you only work. Rung number 2 is about documented systems. You do the work, but you document how. Time investment here is 120% initially, multiplier 1.5 times. This is where most leaders talk. They think documentation equals leverage. It's not. It's just better record keeping. Rung number 3, delegated execution. Someone else does the work using your systems. Time investment there is 30%. Multiplier effect is about 3 times to 5 times more. This is your first real multiplier. But quality control becomes your bottleneck. Rung number 4, enabled execution. Others do the work and improve the systems. Time investment 10%. Multiplier effect 10 to 20 times more. The system gets better without your constant inputs. This is where exponential scaling begins. Rung number 5 is about multiplied enablement. Your time investment there is you let others do the work and you spend about 5% time investment. Multiplier effect is about 50 to 100 times more and beyond. You've created a self-replicating system. This is what movements really look like. Now, if the ladder is so obvious, why do so few people climb it? Mistake number 1, whoever identifies is identity attachment. I'm the best. If I delegate, quality suffers. The translation here is that your identity is wrapped up in being the doer. The reality check for you is, if you are irreplaceable, your business is unsellable, your team is dependent on you, and your life is a prison. The question isn't, can anyone do this as well as me? It's, can I teach someone to do this well enough that clients get 80% of my value? If yes is the answer, you are ready for rung number 3. Mistake number 2 is the force agents addiction. This is the I don't have time to train someone. It's faster if I do it. The maths here, if you check, is that the task takes 1 hour. And it takes you 3 hours to train someone properly. They'll do it 120 times this year, and your choice here is you spend 120 hours doing it yourself, or you spend 3 hours training someone and save 117 hours. You are not too busy to delegate, are you? You are addicted to the dopamine hit of completion. Mistake number 3 we often find is the perfection that is disguised as standards. Nobody does it quite right. The translation here, you've confused your personal style with quality standards. The reality test for you is, does the client get the outcome they paid for? That's the standard. Did they do it in your exact way? That's your preference. Standards are about outcomes. Style is about ego. Now, let's talk about the 2026 Leverage Challenge. As we head into the new year, here is what I'm committing to. I'll move 50% of my current Rung 1 or 2 activities to Rung 3 or 4 by 31st March 2026. Not because I'm lazy, it's because I'm strategic. And I'm inviting you to do the same. Pick one system you're trying to scale. Run it through the 4 diagnostic tests from last week's issue number 9. The 72-hour test. The phone test, if you remember. The grandma test. Go read that issue again. The without you test. If it fails any of these tests, you found your work for the first quarter or the first 90 days of 2026. The full breakdown is in this week's issue just below this video, including the leverage audit templates that maps where you actually are spending your time. Now, let's talk about the question that really matters. Now, for the last 10 weeks, if you've been reading, the Energy Edges explored systems thinking, duplicable frameworks, the energy first leadership. The question here is simple. Do you want to build this or just learn about it? Because I'm guiding people to create early stage cash flows and incentives through these exact systems. Number 1, the frame, flow, and focus applied to wealth building, not just leadership philosophy. Number 2, through the strategic partnerships in the wellness sector. And number 3, through duplicable activities, not heroic effort. Number 4, or lastly, through collaborative building, not solo grinding. The flow is straightforward. Are you ready to execute consistently on a proven model? Not think about it. Not when the timing is perfect. Not if I can figure it out first. Execute now with what you have. If yes, reach out to me before the 31st December 2025. If no, keep reading the Energy Edge. The frameworks will be there when you are ready. That's the only qualification here. You don't need credentials, capital, or connections. You don't need to be special. You just need to be ready to build. 80% of people know immediately if that's them or not. So what happens next then? Say, own a vision core. I will show you, number 1, the business model or presentation. Number 2, the path from claiming your first dollar to maximizing early stage cash flow incentives built up in the system. And that's the path to long-term capital accumulation in the long run. So number 3 is about the application of the frame flow focus system I've just talked about to wealth building and for the self-discovery that ensues on whether there is alignment between where you are right now and what we are building. No pitch, no pressure at all, just clarity on whether this is your path or not. If you are ready to build, DM me, DM just below here, vision. reply to this week's or reply to this week's newsletter. Simple, clean, one flow. Now let's just recap. Here is what matters from today. Number one, the leverage ladder has 5 rungs we've talked about. Most leaders are stuck on rung 1 or 2, doing everything themselves or just documenting how. Multipliers operate from rung 3, 4, or 5, where team members improve your systems and train other team members without needing you. Number 2 are the 3 mistakes we talked about earlier that keep you stuck. You think, first one is the identity attachment. You think being irreplaceable is valuable. And secondly, mistake is the false agent's addiction. You are hooked on the completion dopamine. Lastly, the third mistake we found out was the perfectionism that is disguised as standards. You've confused your style with quality requirements. Now, number 3, as we recap, use your Christmas to pause as a diagnostic for the data that you have. Take 5 days completely offline. What breaks them? That's your dependent map. What improves? That's your unnecessary control. What works fine? That's your existing leverage. Number 4 is recap. Is if you want to build this and not just learn about it, early stage cash flows in the short term and capital accumulation in the long term through duplicable systems, reach out just before 31st of December 2025. Just one floor. Are you ready to execute consistently? If yes, DM Vision. If not, keep reading the energy edge until you are ready. That's the summary. Now, as we try and close this session or this video, this week's issue is on the leverage ladder. It isn't just about working smarter. It's about building systems that multiply your impact while you are actually living your life. The real test isn't whether you can work harder. The key is your ability to create a system that functions independently of your direct involvement. Read the full issue just below this video. Check the leverage audits we talked about. And please enjoy your Christmas, knowing it's also diagnostic data for where you need to climb in 2026. It's your move now. I'm Martin Yahasha, the founder of Aura Empower. The Energy Edge drops every week with frameworks for leaders. We have discovered that sustainable high performance starts with energy and not efforts. No newsletter this week. It's an intentional pause for the holidays. We return on January 6th, 2026 with week 11 issue, energy allocation, not time management. Merry Christmas to you.